Hey guys, welcome back to LetCode again. So in a previous video, we executed a script in the page object model with TypeScript and we got one failure, right? So that is element is not visible and it's getting failed. Now let's see why it's getting failed and what is the problem. So we are going to add the reporters, Allure reporters. If still we are not able to find the reason using Allure reporter, we might do the debugging or we'll just validate each and every step, right? Now here you can see that it's also saying that sign up spec and on the line number 22 it has some failure, right? So I'm just going to go to that particular line. So control click and okay, if it doesn't working, just you can go like this one. So go to your test and sign up, and within the 22 I can see that this one got failure, right? So what we are trying to do here is enter the name, the email address, the password. We are clicking on the term and conditions and we are clicking on the sign up, and then we are expecting sign out to be that button to be disabled, and I mean that button to be enabled on the UI, and then we are clicking on the sign out. I got the problem already. So the reason is very simple. We are using this email that is already logged in, right? So if that is already logged in, we cannot, I mean, we already have sign up, done the sign up in our JavaScript video itself. So I cannot use the same email to do the sign up again. So that's the reason. But let's see how to solve this technically using the Allure reports. Okay. And I'm not going to teach the Allure report again because I believe I already have covered those in detail. So probably I would recommend you to check that video. So if you go to my Protractor YT in my GitHub repository, I will leave a link on the description. So here you can search for Allure report, and you can see that we have videos like Allure HTML report, the Jasmine spec reporter, and all the stuff. You have to just click on this. So if you like want to know how to take Allure report with screenshot, you can click on this. That will take you to the respective video. Okay, so I have maintained the GitHub profile, the repository in very good manner. So probably you can just check it out. Okay. Now let's go back and see how to add this. So if I go up, and here you can see that we have a folder called learn reports, and within that we have this report config file, and within that we have to take few of the codes. So let's take from the require first. So we are going to copy this and let's go to our config file, and I'm going to paste it here. So already I done, and then we have this one. So on prepare we have to copy this things. Let's copy and paste over here. That's it, very simple, nothing much here, just copy paste, and that will give us all the details, right? So fine, absolutely fine as of now. Now let's go back to our Ctrl J terminal, clear it and execute the command again. Now let's see, once the execution is completed, how we are going to get the reports, and let's see if it's going to really help us anything. Probably it should, sometimes it doesn't. So let's see. Okay, so here you can see that using the LetCode.in, Koushik at LetCode.in, we are able to the sign in. That means that sign up is already done. So if I try to do the sign up again with that, probably it is not going to allow us, right? So that's how sign up sign in works literally. So let's see. Now let's bring up this console here again. So I'm just going to bring up this here, and I'm going to pin this so that it won't move here and there, and we can see. So click and let's do the pinning again. Once you pinned, you can see this, right? So not relevant to your Protractor, just I use this for like this debugging all the stuff, because we have to see the console, we have to understand where it's getting failed, why it's getting failed. And sometimes if there is any failure, I just stop the execution and I check that, and then again I start, because of course we don't want to waste the time, right? So at that point this utility helps me a lot, so thought of just sharing with you. Now here you can see that this TC001 is getting failed. Now at least we can see in the runtime itself whether we have the pass or the fail, instead of waiting for the end result, right? So that's how the spec reporter, Jasmine spec reporter, is basically helping us. At least we got an idea like where the stuff is getting failed now, right? Let's see once we generate the report as well. Let's see the screenshot. Probably we'll get some more info, I think. So TC003 got passed as well, so let's wait for the more two test cases. Okay, that's it, we have got it right. Now let's close this bin, and here you can see that we are getting only one failure, right? Now let's go back and open this in the report. So go to your Explorer, right click and reveal in File Explorer, and within that we are going to open this command prompt, and here I'm going to say Allure. So okay, this is how we have to open the report, but again we are doing this manually. In the next video we will learn about the package.json, and we will also understand once the test is going to complete how we can run that, or how we can open the report automatically using the package.json. Okay, now let's go to the show all, and here you can see that login is passed, and we can see the screenshot before and after as well. That's very cool. Even without writing much code we can do that. And here we got failure, element is not visible. And so here you can see that this is the before and after. We have this Koushik at LetCode.in, and then we are trying to send the password, and we are trying to click on the sign up button actually. But let's see the script what we have written. So if I go to the test TS sign up spec, so here we are trying to enter email, name, the email, the password, the term and conditions, sign up button, and we are expecting sign out button should be displayed. But this email is already we used. That's the reason we are not able to do the sign up, and here is the failure, right? So this is how in real time also we have to go through our script, the steps, as well as we have to compare with our reports, and then we have to take the decision. And in sometimes of course this not going to help, so we have to do the debugging step by step. For that I have already done a video, and that's going to be very same for the TypeScript as well, so probably you can check that. Okay, now let's fix it. So what's the problem? This email ID is the only problem, right? So let's do it once again manually, and then we'll might fix that in the script. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign up again. So let's take the sign up, and here I'm going to give some name. So let it be my name and some email address, and then we'll send like pass 1 2 3 4, and we'll do the sign up, right? So once we do the sign up, you can see that sign out button is not there. Actually this guy is there, right? This toast message, you have logged in as Koushik, so that's it's saying the name, whatever the name we are going to pass it. So I can just simply copy that. I think it's copied. Let's check. Okay, it doesn't copy it. So we have to validate that as well, right? So we have to wait until this toast message is going to disable, and then only we can do the sign out, or else it's going to give us element click intercepted, right? So as of now you can see that once we do the sign up, where we are just clicking on the sign up button, and then we are checking the sign out is displayed, right? But before that, here we have to write like invisibility of the toast, right? So we have to handle the toast as well. So let's inspect that toast and get that message, right? So let's do the sign out, and I'm going to inspect again, and let's do the sign up again so that we can validate the toast message. So I'm just going to enter maybe some another name, and at the rate email.com, and pass 1 2 3 4, right? Now watch carefully. So first click on the source tab, and close if anything we have, and then click on the sign up. And once the toast message is going to come, just click on the F8. That should we can able to do the inspect, but it went really fast. So let's try once again. Yeah, of course, while explaining you as well as doing it, might sometimes I might lose. So sorry for that. So let's once more. So we are going to some add random email, and we are going to say email.com, and pass 1 2 3 4, and then click on the sign up, click on the source, click on the F8. Successfully done, right? Now let's go back and inspect this, and here you can see that we have this text, you have logged in, and then followed by the name, right? So I'm just going to copy this text, and here I'm going to say like await. That validate toast we have written no common, right? So common dot validate toast, and within this we have to pass the message. Now one thing we have to understand, we cannot hard code this value, right? Technically this is going to be based on this name, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to store this in a name. So I can say like let name equal to this one, and here I can pass this name as a variable, right? So we'll just remove this one, and instead of this I can say name, right? But we can use the backticks so that it will be more easier to pass the value backticks. And here in this we are going to use this dollar, then curly braces, and we are going to pass the value, right? Not this one, so we can pass the name, right? So this name is what? This name is actually getting from this data, test data, JSON file, right? Now, if I go within the validated toast, you can see that we are actually within the asset text, we are actually doing the trim. But while passing the data, we are passing with space, so it will fail. So we have to remove this space as well. Why this space is coming? Because we have that space here, so we just copy it and we replace the space. Now it's trimmed. Now hopefully it should run, right? Now I think we have fixed the issue. One thing we have to do is we have to change this image. So let's click on this. It will get into the JSON file directly. And here I'm going to say letCode dot one dot in. Okay, of course it's wrong, but just for understanding, right? Now let's go back to the this one, and already we have the report that is already within this Allure result. So let it be. So we'll just run this. I think that will be replaced again. So let's see. Sign up, so we can see the toast message here, and it's going to wait invisibility of the toast, and then it's going to click on the sign out, and I think that should work fine. Let's see. Yeah, so that worked, and then I think everything should work fine. So let's see. We'll wait till the result, and then we'll generate the report, and we'll confirm that everything worked perfectly. Success. So we got the result accesses. Success. We can see that 7 out of 7 we got passed. Now let me close this and let's open the reporter. So I'm just going to open the CMD command prompt and Allure and then serve. And make sure you are going to open this command prompt from the folder where we have this Allure result, or else it won't work, right? So here we can see that login, and then we have the sign up, and you can see each and every screenshot before and after. Now some people don't like to see all the screenshot. They would just wanted to see um, only on the failure. So probably we can do that in the next video or maybe in upcoming videos. So definitely we'll see that in our upcoming videos, right? So let's quickly summarize, and I'm going to wrap the framework video with this video. Of course, we're going to add some of the utilities or the common functions in the later on videos. But in a whole, we are wrapping up the TypeScript framework, right? So let's close this, and let's go back and do the quick recap. Okay. So what we learned today is basically how to analyze the report, how to analyze the steps, and how to do the debugging without using the debugger, right? But yeah, we already discussed how to do the debugging, so probably you can check that video, right? So first what we did was we converted all the page object model JavaScript file into the TypeScript file. Similarly, we converted all the TypeScript file test file into the JavaScript test file into the TypeScript file. And very simple to change, just instead of the request statement, we use this import statement, and we created the object. We use this JSON file, and we passed our data each and every steps, right? And of course everything is written with the help of framework, right? So here you can see click login, where we are using this dot click. Within this dot click we are waiting for element to be visible, and then we are doing the click action, all those stuff, right? So very good framework, basic framework, but very useful. And also we learned like how to add the reporters in the framework using this Allure report. So we just have to copy paste, and we have discussed about this in detail in our previous video, so that's cool, right? So that's it. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If so, do let me know in the comments. And I'm expecting at least 20 likes for this video. I know you definitely do that for me. And wrapping the TypeScript framework with this video, but eventually we are going to continue this base, not this base actually, this common. We are going to write few of the common functions and some of the utility functions like generating the email ID in dynamic, the password in dynamic, or maybe how to handle the calendars using some of the date functions, all those stuff. Okay, so that's it for the video. See you in the next one very soon. Tada, bye bye, take care.